すべてのドラゴン族はこの壺に封印されます。
Welcome back to the Dragon Capture Jar. It is Retro Month. We're taking dragon cards from the old version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And just talk about them off the cuff. So here is the lovely jar. Let's see what legacy card we got here. It is a fusion monster back in Master Rule 1. The Black Skull Dragon or the Bee Skull Dragon. I don't know why they keep shortening these names because we all seen long twisted names in a short space. So Bee Skull Dragon or Black Skull Dragon. So this is a fusion monster. All you needed to get it out was a summoned skull and a red eyes black dragon. And this was one of those cards that people were excited to get because one is an ultra rare, which were really difficult to get at the time, but it's an anime card. And anytime you pull an anime card, like, oh yeah, I got one that one of the characters plays. Now, Black Skull Dragon on the surface, like, it does look really cool. You can definitely, like, this is the real definition of a fusion card. You can see both the Black Skull, the Summoned Skull, and the Red Eyes Black Dragon. So, yes, there really are two monsters literally meshed together. Now, the reliability of getting it out was difficult because remember, searchers they weren't very common. The only card really you can search will be the Summoned Skull, and you could do that with either the Sangan or the Witch of the Black Forest. I can't remember offhand which one. So if one of those cards went to from the field to the grave, which was pretty easy at the time, you can search for Summoned Skull, but it was really worth more your effort to tribute one monster to get out the Summoned Skull at 2500 attack. But for this setup, it was difficult. So not just the two cards, but you also needed the polymerization, and there was no real way to search that. But if you could pull it off, it was worth it because this had 3200 attack. So if your opponent had a Blue Eyes White Dragon, which was almost a win condition at the time, if you got Black Skull Dragon, you could beat over it, which was great. But at the same time, remember, back then there's a lot of equip cards. So one of the bigger staples was the Axe of Despair. You just equip it to a monster and it gains 1000 attack. So yeah, if you have a few Axe of Despairs, just equip one to the Summoned Skull. Even that can beat over this. Or the Blue Eyes White Dragon, it can beat over this. So really, this is an ultra rare, just for the fact it's an anime card, a fan card. This is from Metal Raiders, which to me is, yes, Legend of Blows was important because it was the first set, but Metal Raiders is when everything began to change. That's when we began to get more useful monsters, more useful traps and magics. Really, really good set, and one of the most influential in my opinion. And while I have bought cards from the previous sets, Metal Raiders I think was when I really got into the game and started buying a lot of cards. So now I don't know if anyone has ever used Black Skull Dragon. I don't really know many people even played fusion cards in general, just because they were far difficult to get out. Again, there was no real way to search out the polymerization. You had to hard draw into it and into a lot of the monsters you needed for the fusion. So it was really a matter of luck. It wasn't really strategically viable at the time. But if you pulled it off, you were like, yeah, that is so cool, yeah, and then you just get a stronger monster or get a Raigeki and just waste all your efforts. It's kind of like the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. That took forever to get released out here, and yeah, it was cool once you got it out, but with no protections, it was just easy to get rid of. But anyway, but the Black Skull Dragon, you know, it looks really cool, very impressive if you pulled it or if you played it, but most people just put it in their collection. That's all they really did with it. But either way, let me know what you think. Leave a comment in the description below. Leave a comment below. And remember to be a good sport, play the game, not the fame. See ya! Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe and be sure to click on the bell for notifications. You can also check me out on Facebook. The link is in the description below. Happy dueling!